Well, hey everyone, thanks for joining me for another video today. And it's a really chilly day outside here today. The weekend was just, it was not very good here. It actually ended up snowing yesterday. We didn't get any real accumulation or anything like that, but it was snowing for most of the day. And because of that, temperatures were right around the mid-30s or so. So the grass is getting really confused as to what's going on because we didn't have much of a fall season here in the traditional sense, where normally we come out of summer and there's some 70s temperatures and gradually things go down. But here it was kind of warm in the early fall. In fact, it was very warm. It got up to the 90s or so. And then now all of a sudden it went to the 40s, maybe the 50s, but it's mainly been hovering around the upper 40s and low 50s. So the grass is getting a little bit confused now. And today I want to show you kind of what's going on with my renovations, how they're looking at this point, and kind of just give you some general updates on how things are looking with the way that our weather's been and kind of the general look of the yard at this point. I also got a little something I wanted to show you here. I got a little bit of a oil leak coming from right out of this little breather tube here. And honestly, I truly believe that it's kind of just a design flaw on that little piece. I'm gonna wait until the end of the season here and then bring it in and kind of see what they're gonna say at my dealer here. But I believe on my old Time Master I had that tube replaced once on that one as well, so we'll see what happens here with this one. It's not leaking too bad at this point, but it's starting to show, so I just kind of noticed it the last couple days. So I'm mowing this now at 2.5 inches here in my bluegrass backyard. I've lowered it down kind of gradually to this point. And with the cold temperatures, we've lost a little bit of the kind of dark green color here, and also the fact that we haven't really had any sun lately. So with all that cold temperatures, the lack of sunlight, too much moisture, we lost a little bit of our color here, but I hope to get a little bit of iron put on this yard before we get to our Halloween time, which is coming up quickly. But overall, it's not looking too bad. I also wanted to show you that one section that was really thin from the lawn going dormant this summer and kind of what it looks like now. So if you'll remember here over in this corner, it was pretty thin when we went dormant this summer. And there's just a couple of spots out in here. You can see there, it's just a little bit thin there, but compared to what it was, it's looking pretty good. Of course, I haven't done anything to remedy that other than we just put some fertilizer on here and kind of mowed it appropriately here this fall, let the moisture and let the bluegrass with that fertilizer just fill in on its own. So it's not perfect, but by the time we get to next spring and we get some more flush of growth at that point, it should fill in the rest of these spots. So the renovation area still looks really good. I'm dealing with kind of about the same thing that I'm dealing with the backyard, where the color has changed just a little bit just because of our lack of sunlight, a lot of rain, cold temperatures. Things are starting to transition into more of our winter season according to what the grass is thinking right now, so that's kind of where we've lost a little bit. Still looking though a lot better than really I probably originally thought it would at this point here in the fall. So I'm really looking forward to the spring season next year to see how much the bluegrass matures and kind of fills in everything. But even right now, again, I've been really happy with the results of the renovation. I'm also still dealing with a lot of those earthworm kind of mounds that are coming up. They're kind of all over the place, so it's not too bad when you're using the manual reel mower because we only have that really light roller on the back, but when I'm using my Swordman on this, it's pretty easy to hit all those mounds and they smash down into the ground. Then you're left there with kind of a spot that just doesn't look very good. It kind of smothers the grass underneath it. I've been trying to kind of go back and forth between using the manual and the Swordman and letting things dry out as much as I can before I do use the Swordman on those areas. And here's what we've got going for the front yard. So remember, this section of the lawn right here is a little bit less than 4 weeks old right now, and things have slowed down considerably because of all of our weather that we've been having. So I'm just lucky to have it kind of to the point that it's at right now, where at least it kind of looks like a ground cover. I'm just hoping at this point that we get a little bit more warm temperatures here and just some more sunlight. Let this mature as much as it possibly can, and I knew going into it that I started late, so I'm just kind of going with the idea that we'll see what happens in the spring. Maybe a little bit of overseeding if I have to do that, and or it might fill in a little bit more than I think it will. So only time will really tell that. So far this is just under 4 weeks from when I reseeded everything. Alright, so I tried a little bit of real mowing on the front yard, but the grass is still just too thin right now. So good stripes right now, but the grass just kind of lays over from the Swardman mower. So I did a little bit of mowing with the manual reel mower. That works too, but it's still just better right now to pull up the grass with a little bit more suction. So I still went over it with the Honda mower. So the ground is still a lot softer right now than I would like it to be walking on it. But I need to keep up with this mowing and make sure that things don't get too tall, and that I can continually just get it to try to thicken up a little bit by mowing it too. That's that part with the front yard. It's definitely not as far along as I had hoped it would be, but our weather just did not cooperate with us this year as far as having any warmer temperatures here in the fall. So where we're at right now is where we're at. I can't really change that. So I came inside here quickly to talk to you so we can get out of the wind and all the barking dogs and all the noise outside. But today, the last thing I'm going to do here is apply some of this Lawn Energizer from Simple Lawn Solutions. So in full disclosure for you, they did send me this product, but I hope to be continuing to work with them maybe next year a little bit more as well. The reason for that is that number one, it's just been super easy to work with them. They have a full line of liquid fertilizers and different things you can use for your yard. You probably saw that I was using some humic acid from them this year. And there's a lot of options there for different things to use from them, but also they're based in the US, they are based in Florida somewhere, and they're a family company. So what's been nice for me is I've had some specific questions a couple times about how to use their product or a specific thing about it, like what's the best way to use it, different things like that. So what's nice about that is that a couple times I've had questions that have been able to go all the way to the owner of the company to give me some specific advice. And that's not something that happens most of the time with most companies most days, just because of the grand scale of things. So being a family company and being located in Florida and also having all their products pretty much available on Amazon directly, it's just an easy way for me to not only get the product from Amazon even when they're shipping it to me for free like this, but also for you guys, if you're looking for a product and you already use Amazon, which most people are familiar with it, and it's just an easy way to get their products. So enough about that, but I just wanted to give you a little bit more info about the company and kind of just disclose that about this product. But let's talk a little bit about it. So I asked them about some kind of product that they might have that would be something that I can apply iron to my yard and maybe just a couple other things, and I didn't want to add too much nitrogen, but a little bit of nitrogen boost with it would be okay too. So they have this product called the Lawn Energizer, and I'll show you what's on the back here, but I'll just tell you that we got 6% urea nitrogen, 5% iron, and a few other nutrients in there, and that's pretty much what makes up this product. So what's nice about it is that I don't want to add a bunch of nitrogen to my yard right now and try to push a bunch of growth on it when it's already starting to slow down naturally on its own. But I would like to get a little bit of iron on there to try to give it a little more dark green color after we've had these temperatures the way they are. A lot of cloudy days. We've got a week, or a little bit more than a week here, it looks like, of some sunny weather. So let's give it a little shot of iron, a little bit of nitrogen there, not too much, and hopefully we can get some dark greening. This would also be a good way to get some dark greening before Halloween comes. So if you get this bottle from them, it's going to come with this little hose end thing attached to it already, which is going to be easy for us to spray this out onto the yard. This bottle will cover 3,200 square feet. They also make a gallon form of this and also a 2.5 gallon, I believe, that are all available on Amazon. So if you wanted to go with this product on your yard and you have a bigger yard, or you wanted to do multiple applications of it, then you can go with those bigger sizes as well. But today I'm going to just be using this hose end that comes with it, kind of show you how to spray that, and we're going to go outside and try it. So it's a pretty simple application here, just using the end of the sprayer here attached to the hose. We're going to spray this onto my renovation area, which is about 1,200 square feet or so. So if the bottle is 3,200 square feet of coverage, I can go a little bit less than a half a bottle, and I don't need to be too specific about it, but that's kind of the amount that I'm aiming for. So we're just going to cover all of the grass here, and I'm going to let this sit on the grass blades for a little bit, let them soak in a little bit of the nutrients there, and then I will also just water this in a little bit more just to kind of push things down towards the soil and into the root zone as well. So overall, I felt like it's a pretty simple application, worked pretty well. Hopefully in a couple days we'll be seeing a little bit of extra greening on the yard. So it got dark on me here, but I'm just finishing up editing this video, and I wanted to quickly mention that I'm also going to GIE, which is a Green Industry Expo. So it's basically the biggest show in the country to do with the green industry and lawn care companies, things like that. So I'm going to be heading out to Kentucky to check that out and hopefully meeting a few people there. So if you happen to be going, hope to see you there. I'll hope to make some kind of video about it as well to kind of share with you guys what goes on there. But I just wanted to mention that real quickly. And also, if you have any questions about this video, let me know. But thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.